Welcome to the Lex Factor. I'm your host, Lex. Today, part 3 with Sandi West of Spider Academy. I'm not going to say anything because we're going to get right into it. She's got an exciting one for you today, so stay tuned after the bell. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You remember these days, right?
Heck yeah. Love them.
Me
80s
too.
were the best.
Note to self, I keep meaning to tell Max to turn that volume up at the end of it. We want to
Yeah.
we want to fade in, not fade out. We want some headbanging music before it all goes away.
Yeah, make
I
it
gotta
louder.
fix that. So how are you? Good to see you. Part 3. This is our 3rd episode with Spider Academy. You ready?
I'm ready. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too. You can get parts 1 and 2 on the hub.tradier.com. Don't forget about that. Sandi West. Quick bio on Sandi, real quick, because I know they're on parts 1 and 2 a little bit. So just give us the flyover real quick.
So I grew up in upstate New York, Lake George, moved to Chicago when I was 19, started working on the trading floors at the Mercantile Exchange, started in the Euros, down in the S&Ps, and off the floor into equities, and then eventually Forex. So lots of experience on and off the floor, a few,
Nice.
about 8 licenses in the background, and
Wow.
I don't know, just
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. What are we talking about today? What's part 3 have in store for us? I know we have slides we're going to go to in a second. Tell us a little bit real quick and we'll jump to the slides. How's that sound?
Yeah. So like parts 1 and 2, 1 was like kind of a little bit about me, and then 2 was the dividends. And so, having income from dividends, investing in that.
Yep.
And now we're going to jump into a little bit more like day trading or swing trading. And we're going to talk about the futures and high probability trade setups. So this is a little bit more active trading.
Okay. So, and you mentioned day trading, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So you could do maybe a couple trades a day or more, depending on what your style of trading is.
Yeah. So just so viewers understand, and the only reason I say this is we do have some beginners, and I want to make sure they understand what day trading is. So day trading, right, is you open a position today, some point today, and you close it some point today, right? You don't go home with something, hence the day trading moniker. Swing trading, a little bit longer, right? It can be, what do you think the longest term for a swing trade is? Maybe a week at the most, a few days kind of thing?
Yeah. A couple days, for sure.
And then beyond that, when you get into weeks and 30 days and all that stuff, now all of a sudden you're kind of a position sort of trader, right? So you're establishing positions. And then anything way out there and long term is more of an investor, I'd say, right?
Yeah, it's the difference between investing and trading, I guess. I mean, it's all of it. Yeah.
Okay. All right, day trading. We're going to get into it. Should we go to the slides?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's see her. Sandi goes, let's go to the slides.
Let's go to the slides.
Yes.
So,
all right, what do we got?
This is, so we have 3 different classes, right? We have the dividend masterclass, and then we have the futures masterclass. And lastly, we'll go over options masterclass, but that'll be the next show.
Okay.
So today we're talking about the futures masterclass and the different technical indicators that we offer to help you identify the highest probability trade setup so you can have a winning trade.
Okay. Love that idea.
So we can, this is kind of what it looks like, all together is a nice picture of it, but we're going to break it down and talk about the different components that you see in this picture.
Okay.
So if we go to the next slide, we are going to go over the RSI and the VWAP and the MAVW, the signal line, the Spider 7 tracker. We're going to go over a bunch of stuff today, but it shouldn't take too long.
Okay.
For the relative strength index.
Okay. So this indicator generally sort of shows overbought and oversold kind of territory, right? More or less.
Yes. So it's a leading indicator. So you have different types of indicators. This one's a leading indicator. There's another one that's a lagging indicator. We'll go over that one next.
Okay.
So this is a leading indicator, and it helps to predict market movements. So it's reacting quickly to price changes.
Got it. All right.
And it'll tell you when you're overbought. So when the RSI is above 70, it's going to indicate that the market is overbought and is possibly going to turn and go the other direction.
Okay.
Right? So, and then if it's oversold, if it's under 30, then it's considered oversold.
So you guys use 70 and 30. I've seen people use 80 and 20 even. Have you seen that before?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep. So this is a momentum indicator. So it's going to help you identify the overbought and oversold conditions, and also the strength, right? It says it in the title, relative strength index. It's a momentum. So as it's going, if it starts to turn, then it's losing. So if it's going up and it starts to lose momentum or strength, it'll start to turn. So it's showing you those pivots, and it's helping you kind of like predict the future of what's about to happen.
Got it. And have you ever seen episodes of uncanny overbought situation? It just stays overbought for a long time.
Yeah, if it's got still like good, some strength and some momentum, and it's riding that line, right, riding the VWAP and riding the MAVW, but it's not like spiking. It can go. It just continue to go, and it also depends on like your, the time frame that you're in. But in choppy markets, this thing is going to, it's not going to be the only indicator you want. It's not going to work.
Okay.
In choppy markets, you're going to lose your marbles with just this indicator. So, so you want to use it with other types of indicators.
Okay, good.
Huh?
I've said I've lost my marbles many times before, so yes.
I'm using them on a daily basis.
There you go. Okay.
So this is an example of a oversold market.
Mm-hmm.
So you see the market going
30.
down. And,
yep.
Below 30. And so you can see that dip is indicating that it is, oversold and might be turning and going back to the upside.
And would you jump in here, you think, or not yet? There's too many other things that have to go on before you make a trade, right?
Yeah. So we have a couple other indicators. This is going to be something that you're going to be looking at like first. But we have some other indicators that are going to look to confirm what it is that you're looking at.
Got it. Okay.
So that typically in an RSI, there's only like one line, but you see that we have two. So that is something that is proprietary that we slipped in there.
Okay. Don't talk about it. It's proprietary.
Yeah. We'll maybe talk about it later. So next slide, just another example. This one shows you an overbought.
Yep.
So the RSI is at the top, it's overbought, and then it starts to come down. So when it's above 70, it's signaling that the market's overbought.
So can you tell us the time frame here, or is that a secret sauce item?
I mean, it works on all different time frames. Okay. It depends on, like, again, if you are, doing multiple trades per day, or if you're like doing like only, once every couple days. So what kind of trader you are.
Gotcha.
It'll look different on different time frames.
Got it. Okay. Cool. Next slide.
Sliding over. So what is the VWAP? The VWAP, it sounds like a song, doesn't it? Like do-wop, do-diddy. So going back a little further than the 80s. So the VWAP is the volume weighted average price, and this is a lagging indicator, right? So we're using a leading indicator with a lagging indicator, and this is going to confirm like existing trends. And this is slower to react to price movements. So it's going to, confirm the direction of the trend and where we're going.
Okay.
The MAV-W line is a moving average that's a volume weighted moving average. Okay. And it's actually the moving average of the VWAP.
The moving average of the VWAP. Okay.
Yeah. So the VWAP, I should mention, is reset every single day. And it's one of those indicators that I think it might be the only one. I don't know if it's the only one, but one of the very few, if not the only one, that resets every single day. And so if you're trading like the mini S&P, it'll reset at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day.
Got it. Got it.
So
Okay.
the other ones are usually over more time. So
Sure.
so the VWAP will reset every single day, and it's based on volume. And then the MAVW is a smoother line of the VWAP because it's over a longer period of time.
Okay.
So now you can see the market. You can see the market broke above the VWAP and the MAVW, which is a volume weighted moving average, and it's now signaling that it's bullish. So if you had and it continues to ride that line, that gold line, right?
Yep.
So it's staying above that, and so let's go to the next slide. And now you can see here how the RSI, the VWAP, and the MAVW all kind of work together.
Okay.
So,
I'm trying to look quickly here. So, okay, I see it. Go ahead.
So you can see that the market is showing that the market is oversold and that it's going to reverse. So the first thing, you look at the RSI down below and you see that it's below. I believe it's 20. I'm like, I can't really see my own slide. It's a little small. And but anyways, and then you see that the market starts to break above the VWAP and the MAVW and continues higher.
Okay.
So this is how the RSI, the VWAP, and the MAVW work together. And this is just an example of showing another bearish or a bearish move where the market is breaking below the VWAP, the MAVW, and the RSI is overbought. So this is just showing it on the opposite side of it.
So this is this here, when you get the leading indicator in the RSI, we get an overbought situation. Then we want to confirm with MAVW and VWAP, and we start seeing price action underneath those two. All of a sudden, a lot of bearishness coming in, right?
Yep.
And you might want to make a trade at this point.
So yeah, if you were long and this starts to happen, you might want to get out, right? It's got into an overbought position. So this could be an exit for a long position, or a reversal, and you could go short, right? You can go long or short in the futures.
Okay.
I want to mention that VWAP screener. So when you're looking on your chart, you'll see it'll say bearish or bullish. So you can just without having to look at the line or wondering what it is, it says it right there, bearish or bullish.
Okay, so it'll indicate to you in clear English what the heck's going on.
It will.
Perfect.
We try to make it easy because trading is not easy.
I know. I don't want to think too hard here. Just tell me when, and I can make it happen.
Exactly, right? Just give me the highest probability of me making a win in trading. I'll hit that button.
Perfect.
All right. So now we have the bands coming in, right? Those the red and yellow and green bands.
Yep.
And the signal line. So one more indicator, the signal line. The signal line is confirming it's the kind of final confirmation tool of what it is that you're looking at, right?
And that's the green line, right?
It's the gold line at the bottom, or I'm not the gold line. It's when the green, so the signal line is green when it's above the gold, then it goes red when and then so it's crossing a MACD.
Okay,
it's
I got it.
MACD, the signal line.
Oh, I was thinking the bars were the signal. Sorry, I got you.
Oh, well, those are also signals too.
Yep.
So we're looking at two new components to it. We're looking at the signal line all the way at the bottom.
Yep.
And then I let a little bit of the secret out of what the signal line is. Some people might know,
They might.
It's part of the MACD.
Yeah.
So it's also a lagging indicator.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So anyways, this is just showing you a high probability trade setup utilizing the RSI, the signal line, and the MAVW, and the VWAP. And you can now see the bands. And then we're going to go into the bands a little bit more on the next slide. I think it's numbers. So those are like a cycle indicator, right? So those are going to tell you kind of where you are in the cycle. So you can see here, the RSI is oversold. It's showing you a buy setup. So we can be clear about that.
Got it.
So the RSI is oversold.
Yep.
You get the cross on the signal line.
Yep. See that too.
You get the warning, the yellow line that is showing you that a trade is coming up.
Okay.
The green indicates that you have a good, so you can enter in on the yellow, you can enter in on the green,
Yep.
you can enter in on the number 1, but you don't want to enter in on number 5 because it's already kind of made its move.
Right.
Now you get another yellow one and you get another green one, right?
Mhm.
But look at the RSI. Look at the signal line. It's not the most cherry setup, right?
Right.
Does it look like it does work out, but
Yep.
but sometimes it's not going to. So you want to
Yeah.
you want to see where it is in its cycle, so you can see how it had come down. It
Mhm.
hit it shows you the red line. So you can't really see what's going on before, but what we're trying to show is more of a bullish buy setup here.
Got
So
it.
that very first yellow and green line with the number 1, with the cross and the RSI, all those things aligning and confirming each other is the high probability trade setup.
Got it.
So
Got it. Okay, cool. I love
yeah,
it. Very
yeah.
cool. Easy to understand.
Yeah, I think it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
There's a lot to, and you have the screener on the side is showing you bullish, it's showing you bullish, it's showing you where the VWAP is at, and where it's trading, it's showing you where the RSI is, it's showing you is the signal line in an uptrend or a downtrend. So
Yep.
you're not sitting there just like looking at lines and you're like, oh my
Sure.
God, where did it cross? What are we looking at here? It
Right.
says it right there for you.
Right there. So this is all part of the package when you subscribe to the Spider Academy.
Yep, and we go over this. We unpack this thing in much more detail. I'm
Yep.
kind of just giving you a breeze over
Sure.
of the tool and what we would go over if you were to, enroll and come to the academy and learn more.
And if you enrolled, do you ever have like live trading rooms where people can you can talk about it, say, I'm going to enter here, and maybe if they decide they want to do that, they jump into, or do you do any of that sort of thing, or not so much?
We've discussed that, and I'd like to do that. I'm not doing it currently. We're not doing it currently, but it's something for sure that I think could be good. To see it live, to be together with the other traders.
Yeah, oh, that's cool.
So we're working towards that for sure.
Okay.
And there you are. This is how to become successful.
So this is what you get if you sign up for Spider 7.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about it. What does this mean?
So we have weekly meetups to kind of talk about some of the signals that were generated, and like it has to do with also the dividend class, right? What ETFs are we in? What was the dividend payout? What, are those underlying markets of those ETFs? What are they doing? That kind of stuff. So we go over lots of different things. We have how-to videos. We explain how to, apply the Spider 7 tracker, build your portfolio. So, I want to mention this tool that we have right here for the futures class. You can use it on like the SPX. You can use it on equities. It's not just for futures.
Okay. Got it. Very cool.
Yeah, so we go over a lot of stuff. We really try to make it an educational thing for traders so that they're learning and they're getting the tools and they're getting the best possible setup to have success and minimize the risk.
And I know you mentioned this in previous episodes, but how frequently are we trading in the course of a week with all of this, would you say?
Well, this one is much more frequent.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's much more frequent. So you're going to, you might log on, in the morning, you're getting ready and you want to push the button. I know I do.
I always do.
But you know what? The market doesn't always give you the most, highest, maybe the day before was like a, gangbuster day.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're consolidating, right? And you're not going to get that high probability setup. So not only is it important to understand when to get into a trade, but also when not to take trades.
Sure.
So sometimes, there's setups in the morning, sometimes there's setups in the afternoon. So it really depends on like what the market's going to give us, what kind of trader you are. Are you going to be trading, you want to trade more than once or twice a day and there are day trading rules and, or if you're a swing trader. So it depends on what kind of trader you are, how frequently and what the market's going to give us.
That's awesome. Okay. How do we get a hold of this? Give me a website and we're going to put this into the video. So just tell us what it is for now.
So we have a website called the Spider Academy, which is SPDR Academy.com.
Okay.
and you can come there and you can enroll and you can see the different master classes we offer. And
Okay.
I suggest you go and check it out.
All right. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to come in as Lex.
Okay.
See if you recognize me. see if you know it's me.
Okay. That sounds good.
All right. And we're going to be doing episode 4 too, right?
Yep. So there's another episode, which is the options masterclass, which, that's your specialty.
That's my favorite. I'm going to have a lot of questions for the options masterclass.
Oh my gosh, I'm scared because I'm sure you'd knock my socks off.
No, please.
You were at the Board of Options Exchange. You were at the CBOE.
That's what I was. Yep. Yelling and screaming back in the day. Yeah, it was fun.
It was a good time.
I loved it. Awesome. Yeah. All right, good, Sandy. That was terrific. I love it. This is easy to understand. I like easy to understand. So that's okay. We'll see you next time.
All right.
Go.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.